The reason why you're not in a relationship and the reason why you do not have someone is you're like, calm down. The qualities you look for and guys are ridiculous, okay? You need to chill. You need to calm down. For you to have a good man, you better welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me. I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to be talking to you guys about the things that I've learned in my 20s. I'm doing this video because it has been my content creation journey has been tough, and I'm so happy that I decided to join the 30-day challenge, which is I'm going to be posting every single day this month of July for 30 days. Fingers crossed, because I need that. I know I'm going to do it. I need to show up for myself more. I have been disappointing myself lately and I've not been showing up. That's the thing. I've not been showing up, honestly, and my YouTube has really suffered. I started YouTube a long time ago, but just because I was procrastinating a lot and I was not consistent, it really made my YouTube channel to suffer a lot. And I have decided to take on this challenge because I want to be more consistent. I want to show up for myself, and as well I want to what's this? I like to draw my brows first. And the thing is, I like to draw my brows. I'm just gonna do one, or I'm just gonna do just a little bit, and then I will come back and do the what do we start? Okay, let's start with the brows. Okay, now I'm done doing my brows, and yeah, I'll fix everything else later. So I'm using my Catrice foundation. Okay, let me not say the products too much because I'm gonna spend a lot of time. Ooh. But yeah, and then I'm mixing with the LA Lip foundation. Okay, so the first thing that I've learned in my 20s is self-confidence. Self-confidence is very important, guys. You do not need validation from other people to do what you do, or to give you confidence and to go for whatever you want to go for. Self-confidence is built by action, not just, talking or affirmations and saying, I want to be self-confident or I want to be confident. It's built by action. It's built by what you do, your habits. Your habits determine how confident you will be. For example, if you wake up and make your bed, if you do not make your bed waking up, your day won't be the same, okay? I forgot that oh my word. Tell me why I had messed up my brows. Okay, now we're back. Okay, where was I? I was talking about self-confidence. Self-confidence will take you places. And what you have to realize is you do not have to be liked by everyone. Not everyone's going to like what you do. And you having the confidence and knowing that not everyone is going to like you will save you from a lot of disappointments. The other thing is you have to be confident to set boundaries. There are people who are not confident enough to tell people no or to set boundaries. If you do not have boundaries, people will do whatever they want to you. Trust me, people will do you anyhow. People will do you anyhow because you cannot speak up for yourself. Be able to speak up for yourself. Have the confidence to speak up for yourself. If you do not like something, say no, okay? You owe it to yourself to have confidence. You owe it to yourself to have boundaries. To me, I feel like boundaries are a form of love language to yourself. Trust me, it is a form of love language to yourself, because if you have boundaries, it means you love yourself. If you do not love yourself, that's when you don't have boundaries. You let people do you anyhow because you lack self-confidence and you lack boundaries. Have the power to say no. If you are not comfortable with something, be able to say no. And people will not do you anyhow. People will not play with you. They will know that this girl is not to be played with. Be that girl and be that person who is able to set boundaries when it comes to friends, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to businesses, when it comes to acquaintances. be a person who knows boundaries. Trust me, if people know, do you know that if people know that you have boundaries, if people know that they cannot just do you anyhow, they won't do you anyhow. But if you lack boundaries, people can just do anything. People can just do anyhow to you. Trust me. In relationships, people will treat you like trash. In workplaces, people won't respect you. People won't respect your decisions. In friendships, people won't respect your decisions. People won't respect you as a person. People won't respect you as a friend. So have the confidence to set boundaries for yourself, and thank me later. Another thing that I'm going to speak to you guys about is money and career. Your career and money. When you are in your 20s, do not be afraid to try out new things. That's what I've learned. Do not be afraid to try out new things, okay? If you fail, try again, okay? Try again and again and again. Do not be scared to fail. Do not be scared about, or think about like, oh, what will people say if I do this? What will people say if my business fail? What will people say? Or if I'm selling this, or if I'm doing this business, as long as it's legit. If I'm doing this business, what will people say? Remove that what will people say mindset, and remove fear in terms of like starting something. If you want to start a business, make sure you just start. If you want to start a YouTube channel, just start. If you have a phone, do not wait to have like a camera for you to start. Just start. We used to have dreams like, oh, if by the time I reach 25, I need to have this, I need to have a car, I need to have a job, I need to be at this stage. But trust me, your 20s is the time to try out new things. Don't judge yourself. Do things that you've never done before. Take risks. Explore new opportunities. This is the best time to explore new opportunities. And no, you will not have everything figured out. You will not always have everything figured out. Start messy. Be ready to start, and start messy. That's what they always tell me. It does not have to be perfect. Just start. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I did not have a phone that took good quality like videos. Also, I did not have I really loved doing makeup, and I did not have like good quality products. And that is when I started using like China store products. Be prepared and always have the confidence to start messy. It doesn't have to be perfect when you're starting. And another thing is know how to manage money. Money is another important thing that I learned in my 20s. Learn how to manage money, and learn how to manage money early. It doesn't matter how much it is. It doesn't matter how much money. I'm using the Revlon Candid foundation. I mixed it with a bit of Signature, because the Signature one is light, translucent powder. Another thing that I learned in my 20s is about like love and relationships is do not shrink yourself for anyone. Be it friendships and be it relationships. Never, ever shrink yourself for someone. Let's say, for example, you want a man that is God-fearing, you want a man that is loving, you want a man that is kind. Do not shrink those standards, or do not shrink yourself and go for a man that you don't want because of, for example, age. Let's say now you're 28, you're 29, you're 26, you're 25. Maybe you feel the pressure of marriage and you feel like you are missing out, and maybe there are guys who are coming, but like they do not match, or they do not fit, or they do not suit your standards. Never shrink yourself for a man. Or be it like in relationships, never shrink yourself. Let's say you have expectations, you are a lover, you are a kind of friend who shows up for your friend or your friends, and you find that other friends or other people that you get into like friendships with do not meet those standards, and maybe They are not lovers like you. Maybe your love language, be it friendships or be it in relationships, your love language is like presence. Your love language is acts of service, and you do not get that from friends. Cut them off. Okay, cut them off. Never accept to take the bare minimum. Okay, never accept to take the bare minimum from friendships, from relationships. What you want is what you want, and do not shrink yourself because of friendships and relationships, because you'll be disappointed and you'll regret shrinking. So better you maintain what you believe, better you maintain your values and what you believe in, for your happiness, for you to avoid like disappointments, for you to even attract the right people in your life. If you are a girl that loves material things and you want a guy because of his material things, then it's up to you. But trust me, never get into a relationship for a wrong reason, because you end up regretting it. This is the glue that I use for my lashes. Another thing on love and relationships, guys, your standards are too high. The reason why you're not in a relationship and the reason why you do not have someone is your standards are too high. Your standards are too high. Like, calm down. Like, you know what? Girls have so much like high standards that it becomes ridiculous. Honestly, the things or the qualities you look for in guys are ridiculous. Okay, you can never find those things in one guy. And trust me, no relationship is perfect and no one is perfect. Even you are not perfect. So why are you looking for a perfect guy when you are not perfect? So calm down, guys. Honestly, you are too high on your standards and you need to chill. You need to calm down. Okay, for you to have a good man, for you to have a good relationships, you see that list that you have. I need a guy who is like this. I know before I spoke about do not shrink for anyone, but come on, do not also make your qualities or your standards too high, because if you're here and the guy is here, that's when the problem starts, because you're like, no, I'm not dropping. Okay, sometimes you need to scrape out the standards that you want in a guy, because trust me, guys, you are being ridiculous. Honestly, for your standards, you remain single for the rest of your life. I mean it. But guys, I'm telling the truth. You remain single for the rest of your life, because if you want a perfect person, go, that mold. Go and mold yours. Go and mold yours, your perfect person. Because trust me, nobody's perfect. I'm not talking about cheating. I'm not talking about somebody who beats you. I'm not. But guys, your standards are too high. I saw the story of, why is it like this? It's almost done. Like, can you hear that? It's almost finished. Your standards are too high. If you keep up with the list, you'll remain single forever, because you will never find that perfect guy. You'll never find that perfect person that you're looking for. You'll never find a tall, dark, and handsome person with a car, person with a job, person who's like this, person who's God-fearing, person who's... I'm not saying don't look for a guy who's God-fearing, guys. Obviously, God-fearing. Somebody who is kind, somebody who loves you, somebody who fears God. Okay, I've said it. Somebody who is not a player. Okay, sometimes you would not know. Sometimes you would not know if somebody is a player unless you date them. But like, have realistic standards. That's what I'm trying to say. Because, yeah, this is the reason why some of you will get into relationships for the wrong reasons. And that's why most of the women these days, or most of the girls, are dating for the wrong reason. That's why sometimes the relationship doesn't last, because you dated for the wrong reason and your standards were too high that you dated the wrong reason. You dated outside of your league. You dated somebody because maybe they have money. You dated somebody because they're beautiful, because they are handsome. And maybe that person is not a good person, because sometimes, guys, somebody can have a good body, somebody can be beautiful, but is their heart good? Are they kind? Do they love you that much? So those are some of the things to consider, especially when you are dating. So guys, love and relationships, make sure, do not waste your time. Do not go too much above your standard. Make sure you tone down it a little, because it's too much. So I'm now done doing my makeup. As you can see, I need to tell you guys the last thing that I've learned in my 20s, which is mindset and leveling up, guys. You need to have the right mindset, and becoming that girl is all about discipline. Make sure, guys, you have discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. You will not go anywhere without discipline, okay? You will not succeed in life without discipline. Know boundaries, respect yourself, and have discipline. Discipline will take you so far because you will not do things that you don't like. You will not do things out of peer pressure. Do not chase the soft life. The soft life, wanting to have soft life, has destroyed so many people. Live within your means. Yes, you want the soft life, but make sure, guys, you work for it the right way. If you love things, work for those things. Don't try to do shortcuts to get those things. Trust me. If you're a person who likes things like me, work for those things. Learn skills. If you do not have money to do those things, learn skills. You can do them yourself. This is what I've learned. These are the skills that I've learned in my 20s. Okay, I learned those skills way before my 20s, but they've helped me so much during my 20s that I never succumbed to peer pressure. Okay, I never succumbed to peer pressure. Why? Because, okay, try to imagine, why do people have peer pressure? Maybe they want to have nice clothes. They want to have Brazilian hair, maybe like nice hairstyles. They need to eat nice food. Do you know there are people who are putting themselves in situations that they do not like because they want to eat nice food, because they want to have nice things, because they need a Brazilian wig, because they need a guy to make their hair for them to look nice, because all those materialistic things. But if you can do for yourself, like what I was doing, even in varsity, I was doing my own hair. So I never had that pressure of, oh, I want a wig, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. What do? I need to do a shortcut. No, because I was doing it on my own. I would plait my hair. I would even do people's hair, and the money I would use to buy whatever I wanted. I was changing hairstyles however I wanted because I was doing those hairstyles myself. Now try to imagine people in varsity who put themselves in situations they don't want to, or put themselves in situations that they did not go to school for, because they want a simple hairstyle, because they want to look good. Peer pressure. Do not let peer pressure change who you are. Learn skills. I knew how to do hair, right? I knew how to make clothes. So during seam break or during the holiday, I would make my own clothes. If I see something that I like on the internet, I would buy material and make it. Buy material, using that money, I plated people like during the semester. And sometimes when I get pocket money from my mom, I would use that money to buy material, or to buy this, or maybe to buy that. Sometimes I would buy even at thrift. I would thrift some clothes. My cousin used to laugh because he was like, Priv, I know you would make anything look nice. You know how to dress, so you don't have a problem. So I would buy, we would go together to a thrift store. When I buy it, it won't make sense, but my sister would be like, I know you. I know you will make something nice out of it. And trust me, I used to make nice outfits out of outfits that I buy thrifting. Or I used to buy material and make clothes. Even up until now, I make my own clothes. If I want something, I'll make it. If I want a ball gown, if I want a luxury gown, I will make it myself. So learn skills so that you won't succumb to peer pressure. Peer pressure never touched me. Trust me. Peer pressure never touched me because I learned some skills. I had self-discipline. And it helped me even as I was growing up, when I see other kids doing this, doing that, when I see other students doing this, doing that. And just because I stayed grounded, I knew skills, I was never like bothered if somebody's eating pizza, or never bothered if somebody has hair, because I'm like, I can do it myself. I was never bothered. So guys, this is the biggest thing that I can tell you when you're in your 20s. Learn skills. Never succumb to peer pressure. Have self-love. Trust me, you will never go wrong. In terms of mindset, which is like the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys, is give yourself time. I know you've been through stuff. I know you have trauma. You've been through disappointments, breakups, hardships. You have things that you're suffering from when you were a child. Give yourself time to heal. Don't make abrupt decisions. This is what I've learned in my 20s. Never make abrupt decisions, or never make decisions when you're angry, because you will regret those decisions when you are now okay. So when you're angry, when you have trauma, when you have things bothering you, don't make decisions. Wait and heal. Healing is linear. Okay, give yourself grace. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. This is what I can tell you guys. You might mess up your future because of maybe what happened to you. And when you're in your 20s, this is when you have freedom. This is when maybe you're in university. This is when you're now experiencing life. This is when you're now experiencing like the real world, and you will end up missing your future because of the trauma or the heartbreaks you're facing in your 20s, or this or that. So guys, give yourself grace. Heal. Take a breather and you'll be okay. Trust me, by the time you reach your 30s, you realize those things that were hurting me when I was in my 20s, what if I did this, So heal. Give yourself time. Okay, give yourself, do not be angry at yourself that you haven't like healed. Why is it maybe years that I haven't healed? Why is it maybe months? Give yourself time. If you can, go to therapy. If you can, read books. If you can, tell a friend, it helps. So this is what I can tell you. Give yourself grace and you will be okay. Trust me, when you reach your 30s, there are things that were so important when you were in your 20s. Now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, you will realize that there are much more important things than things that you worried about when you were in your 20s. Trust me, there's far more important things. So this is what I can tell you guys. This is what I can share with you. Thank you so much. I know maybe it has been long. I know this was long, but I hope I helped someone. I hope you enjoyed my Get Ready With Me. Thank you so much for watching my video. And this is like, I don't know if this is going to be my second video for the month of July. It's going to be the second or the third. I don't know, between the two. It's going to be the second video or the third video, because the first is the Get to Know Me video. So yeah, I think, yeah. I'll link it up here. And I will see you guys on my next video. Your place is my place.